Yeah, you've been sort of predicting a recession since mid-2020-ish, so more than a couple of years now.
It's been a while. It's nice to be right finally. No, I did say we'd have that post-COVID boom on the spending, and
that happened.
And then after a period of time, we would fall into a valley, and that's what's happened.
And Australia-wise, recession risk, are we just looking at some negative 0.1, 0.2 quarters of growth, negative GDP growth, or would it be more than that?
The Australian economy could actually fall off a cliff. It really could. Even this Q2 that we're in now, we might already be in the first half of a recession. We don't even have, but we just don't have the data for it yet. I think there's a lot of anecdotal information, a lot of business leaders saying things aren't as good as they used to be. The RBA keeps hiking rates. Inflation is... There's only 2 other economies in the top 20, 25 countries who have inflation higher than Australia, and that is Italy and the UK. So Australia's inflation is extreme by global standards, and it's a function of all that government spending for COVID, the excesses of it. I mean, we had the highest per capita spend in the world. So we really went all out on the COVID rescue packages. And then rates low for too long, economic boom sucks economic activity from the future back into that COVID boom period, leaves a big void where we are now, and that's why we could really just slide off rather quickly here. We could see it in the Q2 data, but I think Q3 could be even harder.
Well, you mentioned inflation. We will get the monthly inflation data next week for the month of May. Cash rates at 4.1%. How much higher could interest rates go here?
I'm feeling a little bit personally chuffed, sorry. I mean, I will say when I get things wrong too, but I have forecast that the RBA cash rate would go to between 4.5% to 5.5% from the very beginning. And not because I think it should, but I could see how the RBA would double up its errors. Saying that the world's global inflation experience won't come to our shores, promising rates won't go up. And then I said in real time, they're getting this wrong. We should be raising rates now gently. We could have had a gently...
Kind of like New Zealand. They've been going gently.
And from early, and that's what I was advocating in real time, and some other people were too. Instead of this, don't do anything till it's too late and then panic. And that's where the RBA's been, that's where the Federal Reserve's been. It's causing, we talk about these economic characteristics of what's going on in the world, but there are real people out in the world who are really suffering because of these shock interest rate hikes. I mean, they're among the most aggressive in the history of modern Western economies. So they're very severe. They're not as high as we've been before, but the rate of change is very sudden and very steep. And it is catching people out. It is causing stress in the community.
Clifford, Bennett, thanks so much for your time.
I tried to squeeze a lot in quickly. I hope I did. Thank you.